Hello, HR family. It's Virgil again. Today's story of the power of God is a tale of the boy who saw heaven 3 times. It was a normal Sunday drive in 1997 when 8-year-old Landon Whitley's life changed forever. Riding home from church in Mint Hill, North Carolina, Landon was in the back seat of his family's car when an ambulance, ironically returning from a call, ran a red light and slammed into them at full speed. The crash killed his father instantly. Landon, seated just behind him, was nearly unrecognizable under the twisted wreckage. Rescuers didn't initially realize the child was even in the car until a firefighter spotted a small shoe. They pulled Landon's lifeless body from the debris. He wasn't breathing, no pulse. Paramedics resuscitated him at the scene once, twice. In the helicopter, his heart stopped again. In total, Landon clinically died 3 times. At the hospital, his mother Julie awoke to her worst nightmare. Her husband was gone and her son was in a coma. Doctors warned that if Landon survived, he would likely suffer severe brain damage. Devastated, Julie begged God for a miracle. "Please don't take him too. I'll take him in a wheelchair. Just let him live." Days passed in a blur. Landon remained unresponsive, hooked to machines. Then 2 weeks after the crash, his eyes opened. Not only was he awake, he had no brain damage. Julie rejoiced, but dreaded telling him about his father. Yet when she gently brought it up, Landon replied softly, "I know. I saw him in heaven." He began to share remarkable details of his near-death experiences. The first time he died, he said he met Jesus, who told him he had to go back and tell others about him. The second time, Landon described seeing his dad along with 2 other men, later identified as family friends who had recently passed, though Landon hadn't known they had died. The third and most stunning moment came when Landon said, "Mom, I saw your other 2 kids." Julie froze. Years before Landon was born, she had suffered 2 miscarriages. She had never told him about them. But Landon described meeting my brother and sister in heaven, a moment that brought Julie to tears and comfort she never thought possible. Doctors were stunned. A child who had died 3 times, whose heart had stopped for over 40 minutes in total, now awake, aware, and completely whole. The Whitleys didn't need science to explain it. It was God, they say. It was a miracle. Landon, now grown and healthy, travels with Julie to churches and events, sharing his story. "Jesus told me to tell people he's real," Landon says, "so that's what I'm going to do." His voice carries the weight of experience and divine encounter. He's been to heaven, he's met Jesus, and he came back on a mission. Julie once asked God why he didn't send an angel to protect him. Now she says, "I believe he sent all of heaven to bring Landon back." What an incredible and grace-filled experience Landon went through. Has God answered a prayer or performed a miracle in your life? We'd love to hear your story and maybe even feature it on our channel. Like and follow for more true stories of God's grace, power, and presence.